All right. Got a great crowd tonight. I am filling in for the mayor this evening. I am Mindy Goebel, and we're glad to have all of you guys here tonight. We're going to get started by asking Pastor Mary Metzger from the St. Thomas Lutheran Church in Richmond to do our prayer for us. All right. Got a great crowd tonight. I am filling in for the
Sovereign
mayor
God,
this evening.
we give you thanks for this
Goebel,
day
and we're glad
the
to have all of you guys
opportunity
here
to
tonight.
gather together.
We're going to get started.
Thanks for the city of Richmond, the place we call home, and all of its diverse citizens. Bless this meeting and all who are here in attendance. Almighty God, you have given each of us gifts that differ according to the grace given to us, so that we might live in harmony with one another. To our leaders, you have given diligence. We ask that our Mayor Pro Temp and the commissioners be given wisdom and confidence in decision-making so that all may benefit. In the name of the one who created us, the one who redeemed us, and the one who sustains us. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. At this time, we're honored to have a local U.S. Armed Forces veteran with us to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Lawrence Lee served nearly 10 years combined in the United States Army. His active duty service took him from Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to Fort Benning, Georgia, for paratrooper school, and then to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, now called Fort Liberty, where he served in 3 units in the 18th Airborne Corps Artillery. He was briefly designated as inactive reserve for 2 years before becoming an active reservist until 2002. Mr. Lee currently lives in Richmond, where he recently completed his Master in Public Health degree at EKU just 4 days ago. Congratulations. You can come forward.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic on which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, Lisa, you want to do roll call?
Commissioner Brewer, Commissioner Cole,
Here.
Commissioner Newby,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Here. All right, we have 2 proclamations tonight. The first one is the Madison Community Band Appreciation Week proclamation. John Stroby, if you want to meet me down here. I should have brought my glasses, but we'll do the best we can. Whereas the Madison Community Band, guided by the skilled leadership of Dr. John Stroby, its founding director, is commemorating its 15th anniversary, and whereas since its inception in July 2009, the Madison Community Band has served as a beacon of musical excellence and community spirit, drawing together over 80 devoted volunteer musicians from Richmond, Madison County, Central, and Southeastern Kentucky for its performances. And whereas the formation of the Madison Community Band, conceived during a dinner meeting held at Logan's Roadhouse in Richmond by Dr. John Stroby, Brent Barton, Larry Barton, Dr. Ken Haddix, and Mark Witt, has blossomed into a cherished reality, fostering a sense of camaraderie and artistic achievement within our community. And whereas the band's commitment to providing enriching musical experiences knows no boundaries, as evidenced by their regular concert seasons and notable performances at events such as the Great American Brass Band Festival and the International Town and Gown Association's annual conference. And whereas the Madison Community Band, with its diverse membership ranging from college students to retirees, exemplifies the power of music to bridge generational, racial, and occupational divides, creating a harmonious environment where talents are nurtured and friendships are forged. Now therefore, Robert Blythe, Mayor of the City of Richmond, does hereby proclaim the week of May 19th, 2024 shall be designated as Madison Community Band Appreciation Week in the City of Richmond, Kentucky, in honor of the band's 15th anniversary.
The members of the band that are here,
Yeah.
if they'll stand to help receive the applause. Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to say anything?
Sure. This band's been people who like to play musical instruments, and they show up, and it's really gratifying and fun to work with them. They have a good time, otherwise they wouldn't come back, right? So they do, and the band numbers typically between 70 and 80 people each time. We do 4 concerts, and we do an Independence Day thing. It's going to be on July 3rd this year, and we also, as of last year, started playing at Pops at the Park. So that's more community involvement. It's a good thing. It's really good for Richmond, and we appreciate this recognition. Thank you.
I have been in many concerts and sat with Pops at the Park and enjoyed their music many times. It's wonderful. At this time, I would like for Lauren Kilburn to come up with Parks and Rec. Whereas May 18th, 2024 is the 14th annual Kids to Parks Day, organized and launched by the National Park Trust, held annually on the 3rd Saturday of May. And whereas Kids to Parks Day empowers kids and encourages families to get outdoors and visit local parks, public lands, and waters. And whereas we should encourage children to lead a more active lifestyle to combat the issues of childhood obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. And whereas Kids to Parks Day will broaden children's appreciation for nature and the outdoors. And whereas Kids to Parks Day will recognize the importance of recreating responsibly while enjoying the benefits of the outdoors. Now therefore, Robert Blythe, Mayor of Richmond, Kentucky, does hereby proclaim May 18th, 2024 as Kids to Parks Day. Thank you. All right, now all that's done.
Yep.
We're get down to business now, right? All right, our minutes, if you guys have all had a chance to look at those, they are from the workshop meeting held on April 18th at noon, and then also our regular held meeting on April 23rd at 6 p.m. We need a motion and a second to bring that to the floor.
I'll make a motion.
I will second that motion.
All right. Lisa?
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Yes. All right. Order 24-59, an order of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, appointing a major in the police department.
Whereas the City of Richmond has a policy of appointing police officers for the position of major, and whereas the city manager would like to recommend the appointment of this qualified employee, and whereas the board has carefully considered the recommendation and is in accord with it. Now therefore be it ordered that Lieutenant Daniel Deaton is hereby appointed to the rank of major in the police department, pay grade 7, effective May 13th, 2024. The board would like to thank Mr. Deaton for his commitment and outstanding performance since 2009. This order shall become effective immediately upon adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Okay. I need a motion.
I move.
And I second.
All right. I mean, there's only 3 of us, so you're going to get all of us the whole time.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Yes. And at this time, we're going to have a pinning ceremony. Chief Richardson?
Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioners, thank you. I appreciate this opportunity to celebrate this appointment tonight. Since January of 2009, Lieutenant Deaton has been an invaluable member of our department, consistently displaying exceptional dedication and maintaining a flawless service record. So, this goes without saying, but I'm honored to recommend his appointment to Major. In his new role, he'll be a division commander. He'll be part of our command staff, but he'll be assigned to our Support Services Division, which is basically in charge of everything that supports anybody that's wearing a uniform. So that could be investigations, that could be park security, that could be civilian employees. So he has his hands full. And I've seen from the day he started to where he's become now, and I'm pretty proud of him. And not only am I proud of him, him and his wife, Caitlin, are just, they're just getting into the habit of not sleeping at night. But we are, I was talking earlier, the city's blessed. We've got a lot of good employees here. And I'm proud of the work that I see being done, especially at the police department. So with that being said, Major Deaton, would you and Caitlin and Connie please come forward? The people that will pin his new rank on is Connie Claiborne. She is our work mom. She raised all of us. And his wife, Caitlin, Daniel's wife, Caitlin, is here. Ladies, if you would do us the honor of pinning on his new rank. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Major Daniel Deaton. Thank you all.
Thank you. Yeah, you got to get the baby in that picture. He's fresh. So sweet. Okay, ordinance 24-07, an ordinance enacting and adopting supplements to the Code of Ordinances for the City of Richmond, Kentucky. It's our second reading. Lisa?
Whereas American Legal Publishing Corporation of Cincinnati, Ohio has completed the 2024 S-28 supplements to the Code of Ordinances of the City of Richmond, which contains all ordinances of a general nature enacted since the prior supplement to the Code of Ordinances for the City of Richmond. And whereas American Legal Publishing Corporation has recommended the revision or addition to certain sections of the Code of Ordinances which are based on or make references to the section of the Kentucky Revised Statute. And whereas it is the intent for the Commission to accept these updated sections in accordance with the changes of the laws of Commonwealth of Kentucky. Now therefore be it ordained by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the 2024 S-28 supplements to the Code of Ordinances for the City of Richmond, Kentucky, as submitted by American Legal Publishing Corporation of Cincinnati, Ohio, be and same by here is adopted in its entirety. This ordinance shall take effect after second reading and publication as required by law.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Yes. Ordinance 24-08, an ordinance of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, changing the zoning classification for property at 814 Heath Street within the city limits. Second reading.
Whereas Mukesh Patel, owner, has filed with the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission an application for a zoning map amendment for 814 Heath Street, Richmond, Kentucky. And whereas the property is currently zoned I-2 Heavy Industry and requesting change to B3 Highway Business. Whereas the Planning and Zoning Commission conducted a public hearing on the requested zone change on March 20th, 2024, in the course of which it received evidence and testimonies from persons in favor of and opposed to the requested zone change. And whereas at the conclusion of the public hearings, the Planning and Zoning Commission voted to recommend that the zone change be granted. And whereas the Planning and Zoning Commission at its meeting adopted written findings of fact as to the zone change, and the issue is now before the Board of Commissioners for final determination. And whereas the Board of Commissioners believes it to be in the public interest that it adopts the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission in accordance with the findings adopted by that body. Now, therefore, be it ordained that the Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the recommendation of the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission as to the requested zone change. The property in question, located in Richmond, Madison County, Kentucky, as to which the zone change shall apply, is 814 Heath Street, Lot 2 and 3, 3.6823 acres, plus or minus, Richmond, Kentucky, Deed Book 848, page 65. The Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the written findings of fact adopted by the Planning and Zoning Commission as its findings of fact. The findings and the zoning of said lots shall be Lot 2 and 3, 0.368 acres, shall be and hereby are changed from zoning I-2 Heavy Industry and changed to B3 Highway Business. The Director of Planning and Zoning shall make the appropriate changes to the official map of the City of Richmond, Kentucky. This ordinance shall be effective immediately upon enactment following second reading and publication in accordance with the requirements of applicable Kentucky law.
Thank you, Tyler. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Pro Tem, I had just wanted to share some thoughts on that. I know that all of us are very sensitive to industrial jobs and making sure that we're very in tune with economic development and industry jobs, but I just want to make sure that, for those that don't know, that this, even though we're moving from heavy industry to highway business, that we're not losing any jobs, that this is an area that has not been operating as such for some time. So just to be extremely clear, we're not giving up any industry jobs, we're not giving up any industrial land that's being used for that function. So I just wanted to share that comment.
Okay,
I think it's a plus because there's absolutely nothing there.
right, exactly. All right, we can take roll call.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Yes. Order 24-57, an order of the City of Richmond adopting several job descriptions.
Whereas the City of Richmond has adopted job descriptions for the employees, and whereas after review, it has been determined that these positions need to be amended job descriptions and pay scales to better reflect the job description. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following descriptions and pay grades for the City of Richmond are hereby adopted. Planning and Zoning Department, Director of Planning and Zoning, pay grade 7. Safety and Risk Department, Safety and Risk Management Specialist, pay grade 6. The attached job description shall be made a part of the city's job descriptions and incorporated into their departmental structure. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Can I get a motion to bring that?
I move.
Second?
Any discussion?
Mayor Pro Tem, if I may,
Yes, sir.
these job descriptions were rewritten using several different cities' job descriptions for a planning and zoning director and a safety and risk management specialist. We actually used Valdez, North Carolina, Camp Verde, Arizona, Paducah, Kentucky, and Owensboro's descriptions. With approval tonight, we'll post these tomorrow or Thursday at the latest. Feel like we need to give them 30 days to find some good candidates. It's been recommended that we use Indeed and maybe LinkedIn along with our website and some other places to post them. I'm going to make the recommendation to the mayor and to the chair of the Planning and Zoning Board tomorrow night that we appoint 2 people from this board, 2 people from the Planning and Zoning Board, and then we would have our HR coordinator and myself and possibly the city clerk involved in the selection and interview process.
Perfect.
So that's kind of the plan at this time.
Okay, sounds good.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Yes. Order 24-58, an order of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, authorizing the waiver of fees.
Whereas Enrich, a Kentucky nonprofit corporation, and their mission is to provide employment and additional support services to people with alternative resumes in Madison County, Kentucky. And whereas it has been requested that certain fees generated by its construction of facilities be waived. And whereas the Board of Commissioners for the City of Richmond finds that the provision of services contemplated by the nonprofit corporation fulfills a public purpose and that a waiver of the fees in question is therefore proper and appropriate. Now, therefore, be it ordered by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Richmond that up to a maximum of $600 building permit fees be, and the same hereby is waived, as requested by Enrich, located at 110 South 2nd Street, Richmond, Kentucky. This order shall be effective immediately upon its adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Can I get a motion?
I move.
Second?
Any discussion? Okay,
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
yes. Order 24-60, an order of the City of Richmond appointing a member to the Tax Board.
Oh, hold on, sorry. Whereas there is an opening for the appointed member to the tax board, and whereas this citizen has made a commitment to serve on the board, now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that Vinette Kelly be appointed to the tax board a term of 3 years expiring May 14th, 2027. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Okay, can I get a motion?
I move.
Second?
Any
I just
discussion?
wanted to ask the city manager to give us a little bit of clarification in terms of the duties of the tax board. I'm not as familiar with that.
You know, really, they meet, I don't know that they've met
They
since
meet-
I've been here.
Well, they meet once a year.
they?
If
Okay,
there's
Lisa can tell you better
anybody,
than
if there's
me.
anybody that actually Ackerman is the person that actually puts that board together. So
Okay.
there's a representative from Richmond, Berea, and then Madison County. So it's just those 3 individuals. So they meet basically once a year. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be in June or July.
Okay.
Or as needed, if
Or as
someone was
needed.
to.
Yeah, if anybody else wanted
Dispute
to
or whatever.
appeal their property
Right.
Yeah,
assessment.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goebel.
Yes. This could be the fastest meeting I've ever been in my life.
We're rolling.
It's 6:24. Does anyone in the public have anything that they would like to share tonight? Anything they want to say?
I knew it.
All right.
Got here at 5 o'clock, waiting at the door.
Wayne Robinson is my name. I'm on the Board of Adjustment. I got a concern at CVS. When they come out the side on Main Street, that line runs across, and it's a double line. They turn in left. Is there any way we can get a sign that says no left turn?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because they turned it and almost hit someone the other day. Someone was
Yeah.
trying to get through, and they almost got them. They didn't, but they did, almost.
So it'd actually be in the CVS parking lot, basically.
It's the,
you know.
yeah, it's the
Oh,
parking
I
lot,
see.
but
You
when
know
they
what I'm
come out
saying?
on that side,
I know what you're talking about.
they trying to get across
Right.
to
And
the
they
right
can't
and
see as
cars
good.
coming up.
Right.
So we don't
We'll
need
look at
that.
it this week and we'll get one put in there, no
Okay.
left turn. That's a good idea, Wayne.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. Yes, sir.
Lawrence Lee. Senior. I have a major concern with Third Street. My wife and I live in Richmond Manor. And we have to walk up and down that street. Many a times we've been almost spat up on, people throwing objects at us, almost intentionally hitting us, coming here. A sidewalk needs to be there. And also, it needs to be well lit at nighttime too, because when we walk, it's dark sometimes in certain places.
Okay.
Where on Third Street are you talking about exactly?
Richmond Manor,
Right?
yes, sir, it's past Turpin.
I know where that is, but you're saying there's not a sidewalk? or-
There's not a
Okay.
sidewalk at
On the
all.
other side, on the side Richmond Manor's on, right?
Either, on either side, there's not a sidewalk. The last time I asked
And then
about
there's
it,
houses on the other side.
yes,
correct?
sir, because last time I asked about it, I was told that somebody has to pay for it, either county or city, or whatnot.
We've changed that over the past couple of years. Our ordinance reads that the property owner is responsible for the sidewalk in front of their property. But what
Yes.
we've done is we've taken the initiative to repair and replace sidewalks. So let me get with our road department. We'll get out and look at it and see if we can put
Yeah,
something in
because I
there.
noticed that the sidewalks are being repaired out Barnes Mill, but there's not one down Third Street at all.
What we run into a lot of times is houses were built, there's
Yes.
utilities there, and there's not room for the sidewalk. I'm not saying that's the case
Yeah.
here, but let me get out and look at it and see.
My suggestion, if need be, I see that they're putting a new soccer field down there. Could a sidewalk be on the same side, right there on the bottom of the hill?
I know there's a sidewalk that has to be put in on, what's the road that runs right there along the Phillips Building? Georgia, that's it, thank you. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a sidewalk that's gonna go in along that road.
Yes.
But you're saying on the back side.
Yes,
So-
it's past the lumber company.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me get my eyes on it with the road department, see if it's possible.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, that brings us to our city manager's report.
I just have 3 items tonight. As you all know, we're working on the budget, and our budget review meeting will be next Thursday at noon. We'll have all the department heads here, and we'll go through each budget thoroughly to answering questions. And then we'll probably have a follow-up meeting to that, possibly on the 28th, prior to a commission meeting. And then we'll have first reading in June. So we're getting there with it.
All right.
It's a huge undertaking. The traffic signal at Duckhorn and Great House is scheduled to be turned on the week of May 27th, weather permitting with construction. And then if anybody complains about the waterfalls not working at Adventure Falls, we had a bearing go out in a pump and we're working on replacing it. They called me Saturday and Sunday. I guess you can't putt-putt without waterfalls going, so
There you go.
Not as much fun.
It's not-
that's all I have, Mayor Pro Tem.
All right, thank you. All right, Jim, do you have anything?
Just one thing, I guess it's from citizens. Guys, what is the procedure, it's in a subdivision, well, it's anywhere exactly, but this is in a subdivision, when someone doesn't pay their garbage and it accumulates week after week after week, what is the city's, I know, it's, obviously you're paying Rumpke, and Rumpke's not picking it up because they're not paying, but it's accumulating. What do we do there?
Codes enforcement, we send codes enforcement
Okay.
out to the address, and they
Okay.
will cite the property owner, and they're required by ordinance to have service with Rumpke, so.
Okay.
uh,
It's,
once-
I won't give you it's in a subdivision, I'll shoot you the address.
Yeah, do that, and we'll
Okay.
take care of it,
All right,
absolutely.
thanks. That's all I have.
Okay.
Just,
Commissioner Coleman?
yeah, just, I had received a couple of concerned citizens this week in terms of Bluegrass Acres, and had called and talked to the city manager about it, but I guess maybe it's been a while since we were able to fill potholes out there and to do some pavement work and stuff, so it's my understanding we're gonna get somebody out there to take a look. Is that still
Yeah,
our game
Josh
plan?
and I'll get out and look at
Okay.
it, and we can definitely do some patchwork. so.
Okay.
And then we'll evaluate the roads as far as if they need paved and where they rank, and if we can pave them this fall, we'll certainly do that as well.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
All right. I actually have nothing, so this is awesome.
Wow.
This is crazy, 30 minutes, wow. All right, are all hearts and minds clear? No. Are we good? All right, I guess we can take the roll.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Goble?
Yes.